I'm just gonna check on the jerseys.
Come on, dude.
It did. Alright. So let's go back to my little curtain call here to set this kickoff up between these two division champions. Seattle will get it first here in the NFC Championship game, and for the Seahawks, their route to Lambeau Field here was a wild card victory and a divisional round win against Carolina. The wild card victory was over the Washington Commanders. For the Packers, winning in the divisional round is the #1 seed over the Saints. And winner moves to Super Bowl 54. Geno Smith on the play action is brought down, and there's an early sighting for Rashawn Gary. Drops Geno back at the 15. And Seattle tried to open the game on a play action pass. It's going backwards early. Smith in the shotgun over the middle, incomplete. Stokes in coverage against Smith and Jigba. And it's a quick 3rd and long here in snowy Lambeau Field. Third and long here from the 15. Smith deciding to take his time here. They snap 13 seconds on the clock. Play action. Geno uncorking a deep ball for DK. One-on-one coverage, and it is batted away, incomplete. Excellent coverage by Ford. Green Bay forces the 3 and out, and that drive only took 49 seconds off the game clock as Michael Dixon will boot it out of his own end zone. Deep kick here as Nixon back to receive it at the 39. Keyshawn cuts back near sideline and won't get past the 50. Marking down at the 47 as Julian Love, the safety, makes the special team tackle. Icy and Spy here in Season 1 NFC Championship game. Two users who have won Super Bowls in this league, looking to add to the opportunity to get to one. Jordan Love, play action on his first pass today, buying time and plenty of it, and will eventually look to his right and complete the pass. 11-yard pickup to the tight end, Luke Musgrave. And for Seattle, although you give up 11 yards there, I think that's still a win defensively. You took away the deep pass early and forced Love to have to go through his entire progression.
To throw now, here's Love.
Love on 2nd down is going to meet the turf. Uchenna Nwosu, who leads this team in sacks, gets his 2nd of the postseason, and a big one against Green Bay as they're now dropped back to their side of the 50. Coming off the right edge, working on Zach Tom, the right tackle there, and Nwosu. Just too good with the hands. 2nd and 19 now for the Packers. Throw up the middle, caught by Christian Watson. Expect to hear his name called a lot as we have an injured Packer, John Runyon, in discomfort there as the training staff will tend to him. As Jordan Brooks made that tackle to set up this 3rd down. But again, Christian Watson, Tariq Woolen will be a fantastic matchup of speed as this night progresses here in Lambeau Field. 3rd down, Love with a maestro number of adjustments pre-snap. Eventually looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, who dropped it. It was knocked out by Julian Love. And now the Packers are going to trot out Anders Carlson here for a 61-yard field goal in these treacherous conditions. They got the wind at their back, and Coach Spy has faith in his kicker that he can make this. Here we go. From 61, it is short. Just too short that time. And Seattle is going to take over at the 49 of Green Bay. Excellent starting field position for a team that lost about 10 yards on their opening drive. Here's Kenneth Walker's first touch today. And a nice healthy carry for Walker, 7-yard pickup. Guy that, just like for the real-life Seahawks, is the pulse of this team. You know, the offense really goes through him, and the games where he's able to be successful in both the ground and catching passes out of the backfield really sets up Geno Smith and that deep passing game he has with Metcalf. Here comes a blitz. It is not picked up, and down goes Smith. Rudy Ford, who had a nice PBU on the first possession, is now going to add a sack to his stat sheet. Long third down upcoming here for Seattle. And they'll go ground game. It is Walker. He gets to the 45, jukes a man, and he's got first down yardage across the 30 to the 36. Excellent run there and a gutsy play call from Coach Icy on 3rd and 11 to hand it off to that stellar running back, Kenneth Walker.
Throwing now is
Gino, wide open target. It's the former Buckeye Smith and Jigba as he works inside the 30. And there's the rhythm we talked about that Kenneth Walker sets up. Now on 2nd and inches, the full playbook probably open. As Smith is going to make an adjustment here. Fake the give to Walker. Look, end zone for, is that Metcalf? No, it's Smith and Jigba, and down, incomplete. We do have an injury here. Again, another Packer. This one's a major loss if Rashawn Gary can't get back out there. Heart and soul of this defense. Now 3rd and inches. Walker, first down, easily. Great blocking there from both Charles Cross and the left guard. And we do have an update for Rashawn Gary. He will not return. Looks like a dislocated shoulder. It'll keep him out this game, and let's see, should the Packers win, if he'll be able to make it back in time for the Super Bowl. Anyway, 1st and 10, pressure in the face of Gino. He steps back and he delivers a dart to the veteran of this receiving core, Tyler Lockett. His first catch today, working on Eric Stokes. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. We're still scoreless here in Lambeau. Seattle, back of the end zone for Metcalf, and he is not able to hold it. I thought Deep Gino dropped in a dime, but DK Metcalf could not hold on. And again, it was Stokes in the area. Gino targeting him early.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
2nd, 3rd down of this drive. Check that, make that the 3rd one. Seattle 2 of 2 thus far, and will make it 3 of 3. So DK atones for the drop on 2nd down with a brilliant throw from Geno Smith in a tight window. And it takes us to 1st and goal. Walker in the backfield here. Geno will go that way to the left, and Walker has a walk-in touchdown. Uses the force on his way in from 3 yards away. And the Seattle Seahawks will strike first here in Lambeau, as it will be Jason Myers who knocks the extra point through. 10 plays, 49 yards, almost 5 minutes of game time on an excellent drive and a series of 3rd down conversions from the Seattle Seahawks. 2 with Kenneth Walker on the ground. The one to DK Metcalf we saw moments ago setting up the Walker touchdown run. So it's a Keyshawn Nixon. Won't make it out of the 25 for number 25, and the Packers begin drive number 2 in the same spot we saw them in last week against the Saints. New Orleans came in here and scored the first touchdown, and after that the Packers turned it on. Again, much better weather last week than the snow, but we'll see. Aaron Jones on the stretch to the left side will gain about 3. Quandre Diggs, former Packer, making the tackle, and Jordan Brooks there to help out. Interested to see how the Seattle run defense does against Aaron Jones. He had a monster game last week against the Saints, over 150 yards from just the ground alone. Throw over the middle behind Watson, but he adjusts, makes the grab, and is taken down immediately by Love. Christian Watson, 2 early receptions here. And again, a 3rd down for the Packers. They were not able to convert on the previous 3rd down, and then tried the long field goal, which was no good. Set the Seahawks up with great field position. They turned that into 6. And here we sit now with the 3rd and 2 at the Packer 31. Handoff for Aaron Jones. He has the first down and almost turns it into a much bigger gain as Jamal Adams saves what could have been a touchdown run possibly. First down picked up by Aaron Jones, and Packers get their first 3rd down conversion of the day. In the final 30 seconds here of the first quarter, it'll be Jordan Love. Quick throw. It is caught. Watson again, that time working on the rookie Witherspoon, as he's slow to get up but looks to be fine. And Witherspoon was a 1st-round selection this year for Seattle. Quick throw out of the backfield. It's Aaron Jones. He's got space to the 30, spins there, and then is absolutely demolished at the 32-yard line. And that will end the opening quarter here from Lambeau. Seattle up 7-0. However, Green Bay is driving as we start the second quarter. This is the NFC Championship game of Season 1 of the NFASL and Super Bowl 54 to be played in Las Vegas a couple of weeks from today.
At the 32-yard line. Love now.
Jordan Love standing tall in the pocket, looking to the right, and he's intercepted. He's picked off by Tariq Woolen. And Woolen has space now down the left sideline, putting on afterburners, and you can kiss him goodbye. Tariq Woolen, 68-yard pick six, and Seattle will double their lead as we welcome Coach Joe Bagot from the Tennessee Titans into the booth there. Yeah, you said something, man.
Tom?
Yeah, you said it. That's a huge pick six.
What a house goal for Icy.
And now Green Bay finds themselves in uncharted territory. Largest deficit of these playoffs, down by 14. Just one play into the second quarter. The drive was going so well. And then Love with the misfire there. And the ball is out. And Seattle has taken it over.
Spy is just trying to do too much right now.
This is a huge opportunity, Joe. How many times do we see this, though? We've seen Jordan Love throw picks, but I don't see Spy fumble almost ever. And when he does, he usually recovers it. Not this time. Gino trying to take advantage, and incomplete.
You don't usually see Spy making two big mistakes like that. But really, if I'm Spy and you see that catch animation you get, I don't take off. I don't even touch it.
Hand off for Walker. Oh, wow. What a tackle made by Darnell Savage. Saves a touchdown. And for the Packers, not necessarily danger mode here, but they understand they got to buckle down here defensively.
Yeah, you absolutely need to stop. You can't go down 3 scores early.
Let's see how aggressive Icy is here on 3rd and 7. They will pass, and the pocket immediately collapses, and that will be all for this Seattle offense.
That was exactly what you needed out of Spy there.
Yep, the bend but don't break after the turnover, as Jason Myers will attempt a 33-yarder, and he knocks it in. So 17-0 here, Joe, as the Packers will get the ball back.
Let's see if he takes this one out.
And Keyshawn Nixon, a former All-Pro, he will.
Damn animations, and brings it out.
Yep, and he's going to get to the 22 this time. And now we see the Packers down these 3 scores early enough in the second quarter that they can make it up. But I compare this to Kansas City, Joe. There's a lot of teams where you feel really good up 17. I'm sure Icy feels like this is still 0-0. As the throw over the middle is incomplete, looking for Jones.
Especially with how Spy's offense is, you don't ever really feel comfortable with any kind of lead, I would assume.
But again, the Seattle fan base, that's not their logic. They see this 17-0 lead, they feel really happy right now. Could not ask for a better start.
They're all screaming blow.
Over the middle. It's Watson, and this is what makes them dangerous, is number 9. And look at him just carry bodies across the 45 to the 43. That is Watson's 4th reception today already. 54 yards, and none bigger than that 38-yard chunk play. And for the Packers, a little bit of sign of life. Got to add on to it here, though.
So the big play gets him across midfield now.
It'll be Love from 1st and 10 yardage here after the Watson reception. Back to the air. And this time, maybe the weather took advantage as that throw goes out of play, as Musgrave was wide open there on the right sideline.
Yeah, I think that was more of a user issue there, with the poor accuracy coming into play from the throwing meter.
Okay, Love is a gunslinger. He's going to try a double coverage throw to Watson, and this one is intercepted.
Yeah.
Witherspoon, he's got blockers as he's taken down at the 26, and all of a sudden, Joe, Seattle making play after play. That's the third turnover they forced in this game.
Yeah, that's massive. 17-point lead, and you get a turnover after a very promising start to the drive from Spy.
And it'll be Kenneth Walker. Look at him make bodies miss.
Every tackle. Jesus.
At the 46-yard line. Yeah, one of the best running backs in this league, and again, this is season 1, still start potential at this point. I'm sure we'll see that change to superstar by season 2.
Sure.
Gino again on the play action, and this has just not worked. Lucas Van Ness, the rookie, replacing the injured Gary as Green Bay's 4th sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And again, Joe, we've seen large leads in this playoffs get blown as this throw is incomplete. Tried it on Jair, looking for Lockett.
Yeah, we've definitely seen quite a few large leads blown so far this playoffs. But with the way that Icy's playing, Spy's playing, not looking good for Spy. Still early.
Gino in 3rd and long. He's going to look for DK in the crowd. It's incomplete. Savage. Looked like Stokes as well. And again, the Green Bay defense doing their job. It's now up to the offense to make something happen. As Michael Dixon on for the 3rd time today. It'll be Dixon to Nixon. Keyshawn trying to find the edge at the 40. He does. He gets around the punter. And now we have a foot race. 30, 20, 15, 10. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered if you are a Packers fan. Keyshawn Nixon goes the distance. It was a 60-yard punt return capped off by this extra point, and Green Bay's back in it.
Speaking of punt returns, how many have we seen this year in the NFASL?
More than I've ever seen. And look at the Packers here, Joe. A surprise onside kick. Seattle wisely calling the timeout. Tried to catch them sleeping there, and we're a couple seconds away from doing so.
Yeah, I don't think that was as surprising as most people think, especially coming from Spy. He's probably allowed onside kicks. So
here's Tyler Lockett, and he's got a decent return up to the 27. And now Seattle, I think they're starting to feel it a little bit. Understand the gravity of this drive. You're up by 10. The punt return just happened here. You want to do what you can to quiet this crowd.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on.
Throw across the middle. It is hauled in by Metcalf, and that'll quiet the crowd as he's gone. 73 yards. My goodness. DeKalen Metcalf just did something we haven't seen in Lambeau in quite some time. My goodness. Extra point is good. 9 seconds. At the drop of a hat, man. This game has had explosive play after explosive play.
You gotta be sick after that. After seeing all the big catches he's dropped, and then he comes down on that and just breaks off the tackle. Especially after that massive punt return for a touchdown.
Yep, Nixon, who's had a touchdown today and a fumble in these kick returns. So this one will go to the 21. Back to where we were moments ago before the punt. 17-point lead for Seattle as the Packers offense gets it here with 5:03 left in the half. And Jones can't get away from Christian Jones. Draymond Jones, excuse me. Nice little tackle there and a loss of 1.
Putting a depth chart to start the game, so no biggie on the same mix-up.
Second down, dangerous throws caught in traffic by Aaron Jones. Man, he is so adept at making these catches, almost like a receiver does, where he's working in between those linebackers, and another example of it there.
Absolutely. Aaron Jones has been massive in the past game.
They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do...
Love from the 31. Pressure in his face. He flushes to the right. And trying to buy time, and he lofts a lollipop. That is dropped.
Oh.
Musgrave had the paws on it, but he couldn't seal it. And that is going to be a play we look back at later. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity for sure.
That's one of the updates they made with the high passing, bag catching this year.
And you want to add on to it here, Joe, while you were talking, Musgrave dropped another one. So the Boo Birds coming at the young pass catcher's way, but, you know, it's a long game. See if he has the opportunity to make it up later. 3rd and 10. Love needs to get to the 41, and he will look to the right, and he delivers a dot. Musgrave immediately, went right back to him a 3rd time. Big confidence there from his quarterback to trust him to catch it this time. And what a throw. My goodness.
That was a miraculous throw by Jordan Love.
He's had his fair share of those types of passes this year. And, of course, you know what Spy did with Zach Wilson, almost a reclamation project.
For sure.
So J-Love here finds the safety valve, Aaron Jones, and Jones will work to the 28. Down under 2.5 to play now in the first half of the NFC Championship.
And make a nice safe throw, and in this case that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Love from the pistol here on 2nd down, and it's incomplete. Jamal Adams swats it down. Looked like he had a chance to pick it possibly.
Yeah, that was a very ballsy throw by Spy. Big risk, almost even bigger reward.
Third down, Aaron Jones picks that up and will shift to the 18-yard line. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. So 24-7, the visiting Seahawks up on the Green Bay Packers in the Season 1 NFC Championship game. Packers in the red zone, however, trying to get back into this ball game.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
It's a 4-man rush. Love buying time, will loft a lollipop, and it is swatted away incomplete.
That secondary really clamped down every receiver on that play. It's very, very impressive.
Yep, the pass defense today from Seattle has absolutely done its job against Christian Watson. But Aaron Jones here, he's making some plays as it'll set up a 3rd and short. 4th reception for Jones. From the 8-yard line here. 3rd down, they'll try Jones on the ground. 1st down and more, touchdown, Green Bay, with plenty of time left in this 2nd quarter to possibly get it back. Minute 28.
Oh yeah, you feel like you almost left too much time on the clock, Bryce.
Yep, and again, this is turning into a 17-point tennis match, but it's whoever can break the serve. As again, the Packers get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so at the very least, you want to take this possession to halftime if you're Seattle. Obviously, would love to get points too, but don't let the Packers touch it again.
Yeah, you absolutely can go 3 and out or have Spy get the ball back with any kind of time left.
Packers have all 3 of their timeouts, Seattle with 2. As this drive will begin from the 22-yard line as Geno Smith will hand it to Walker. And great play made by Kenny Clark to just limit it to a yard.
That was
the Seahawks up to 50 yards rushing on the afternoon. This is the first of 2 games, of course. Chiefs-Ravens tomorrow. As Walker again making men miss in the hole.
And if he could have got by Savage, that's a house ball.
We'll mark that down again. Savage with a touchdown-saving tackle. They'll just continue to pound the rock and call the timeout after the 8-yard pickup.
Almost at midfield, still 40 seconds left on the clock. You can pretty much just do a nice this quarter away.
Mm-hmm. And I totally agree with you, Joe. You're seeing the Packers with the soft box, so they're almost daring the Seattle Seahawks to run the ball at times. This will be a screen setup for Walker. Blocks are made, and Walker's going to be able to dip out of bounds after picking up 15 to the Packer 45. Seen a lot of fumbles in these playoffs, especially with this snowy conditions. It's been hard to catch passes as well. Noah Fant on the board. That's his first catch today. and it will gain 7. Stops the clock with exactly a half minute to go.
He was real close to being able to turn that upfield and get a whole lot more than 7.
Second time on this drive we've seen that happen, where it was one player away from scoring the touchdown. Smith against a 3-man rush. Well, by time he'll run it. He's got green grass. 15, 10, inside the 10, out of play. 30-yard pickup for Gino using his legs.
Good props to the offensive line there. They absolutely demolished that 3-man, or the 3 on the right side of the line.
Now 1st and goal. Geno Smith dumps to his right. It is caught by Walker, diving for the pylon, and I don't think he got it.
He did
not. Seattle will use their final timeout. 13 seconds left now, just a yard away from pushing this lead back to 17.
Good yardage on 1st down, and they punch it in on 2nd and goal.
From the 1-yard line. Gino to throw. Wide open in the back of the end zone. It is caught. Noah Fant as the Packers guest run.
That they did, and that's exactly what you didn't need if you're a Spy.
Big touchdown there by Icy. Extra point is twirling to the right, but is good.
Up 17 going into halftime. Of course, there's still 10 seconds left, and he's got to kick the ball off.
See if they decide to kick it deep, and they do. As we've seen, Nixon has shown the propensity to take this out, and he'll do it again. And he's got a seam up the middle, but can't break the tackle. Had a chance at another touchdown. So the Packers will have it with 7 seconds left in their full array of timeouts.
About set to get this drive started. The Green
Has not been their first half, as they've turned the ball over 4 times.
Not much time to really do anything.
Love stepping up, fires, caught, and is able to get the timeout with a second left to set up a Hail Mary opportunity.
See if Jordan Love can recreate some of the Hail Rodgers.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of classic throws. Here we go.
It's up.
It's deep enough. It is incomplete.
Looks like it bounced off number 30's hands for the Hawks.
What the fuck is Mike Jack doing on the field?
You better tell him to beat it as we head to halftime here. Seattle up big, and again a score that might surprise a few, but we talked to Coach Icy before this game, had a lot of confidence about this matchup, and as well as just the coaching, head to head, as Spy has embarrassed him a few times in the past, wants to make up for that here. As Nixon take it down at 17, and for Jordan Love, you're gonna need to play a clean half here to get the Packers back in the game.
Yeah, you gotta play fun if you're Jordan Love. And your defense has to find stops somewhere.
And they have work to do in the second half if they want.
We'll start with a shotgun pass from Jordan Love over the middle. Excellent coverage. Just draped Kobe Bryant with the beautiful coverage on Aaron Jones. Mamba mentality, if you will, Joe. And we set up second down.
Mamba mentality indeed. I missed 2 wide open receivers on that play, though.
And this time he missed everybody as it's going to fall at the ankles of Jamal Adams. His Love is looking flustered to come out here in the second half.
It's almost like Spy's trying to get too much too quick.
On 3rd down, Love.
And the out route is picked. Weatherspoon was sitting on it, and he is going to Deion Sanders his way into the end zone. Seattle. It's starting to feel real now, Joe. I know there's a lot of time left.
Starting to feel 4 turnover.
4th turnover of the day. 2nd defensive touchdown. Woolen had the 1st. And again, Seattle's stealing possessions here.
Which it is still just a 3-score lead. I necessarily feel like it. Put it away, getting it's teetering.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Here is Keyshawn Nixon, who will cut back against the grain and gain a yard additional to the 25. We'll try this again. Jordan Love and this Packer offense have not been able to solve the puzzle known as the Seattle Seahawks defense, and more importantly, their secondary, Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. They've done an excellent job of making these throws difficult, and this one is picked by Woolen. 2 interceptions for the youngster, who was an absolute steal from Seattle.
Absolutely. I was just trying to do way too much coming out second half.
Yep, Walker for about a yard.
First couple throws to Aaron Jones, one of them being picked off, and then he tried hitting the tight end at the seam. See if Ice can do what he needs to do to put this game on wraps.
Well, that won't help, as Kenny Clark along with Van Ness will combine for the sack, and that's, I believe, the 5th time Geno Smith has been brought down today. 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw.
It is Smith against a 3-man rush over the middle, complete in stride to Smith and Jigba, and he is just shy of the first down marker, but an excellent throw. And a better route there from Smith and Jigba to set up a 4th and short. Goal line formation for Seattle on 4th and inches. It'll be Walker, and he's got the first down. Dashing to the 27-yard line, and that might be one of those stab wounds you don't heal from.
Very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now Geno on 1st down.
Packers send pressure, and it forces the overthrow. Metcalf was about to waltz in for his 2nd touchdown. Instead, we will see a 2nd and 10 from the Packer 27.
Couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Give to Walker on the
It'll be Walker cutting back. Good carry there as he'll gain 5. Quay Walker making a tackle there. Again, folks, those of you just joining us, Seattle off of 2 defensive touchdowns, 4 turnovers total. Up 38-14 here as Walker will have another Seahawk first down. He's been a 3rd down machine this afternoon.
You know, we're not really talking enough about Seattle's defense holding the best offense in the league to just 7 points.
Correct, because one of those touchdowns was a punt return.
That it was.
Yep, Seattle's defense, which has only gotten better as this season progressed. Again, we saw them lose week 1 to the Rams at home, and since then they've really seemed to figure out what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, and how to play to them.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Ice has a squad, and he's going to be a tough beat in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely, as he'll take on the winner of the Chiefs or Ravens. So either way, it's going to be one of those Super Bowls that we've seen before. Again, Coach Icy's played against both those coaches in prior Super Bowls, 0-2 against them, unfortunately. Handoff for Walker, and he will gain maybe about a yard as the Packers get a stop, but again, Seattle was more than happy to push this to a 4-possession lead.
Absolutely.
And that'll give us 41 points for the Seattle Seahawks here in the snow. And you talked about it, Joe. The defense for Seattle today has just been smothering.
That they have. Outside of big few, 1 or 2 big plays by Christian Watson, they've been clamping down all night.
Yeah, and we haven't called Christian Watson's name since that 2nd quarter possession.
Yeah, so again, what was it, that 38-yard gain?
That tandem of Witherspoon and Woolen have done a great job on him. And the pass rush now starting to eat as Jones had a tackle for loss earlier, now has a sack. The Packers go backwards on 1st down.
I was almost like the center just stepped to the side and just let him sack him.
Throw back to the middle. It is caught. Almost a no-look pass as Musgrave across the 45 to the 49. He's really been one of the few guys to see targets from Jordan Love this afternoon.
But he has.
Made the most of that one. And steps up, fires a dime. It's caught for the touchdown. Romeo Doubs. And that's the Packer offense we expected to see earlier today.
That it is. He was able to step up in the pocket, get him a little bit more time. And Icy just had to pick and choose.
Yep. And the extra point good. Still a long way to go for the Packers, but that quick score does provide a little bit of life as Carlson will boot this away. Back to recover at the 6-yard line is Eskridge. Wayne Eskridge will make it to the 23 before being escorted down.
Yeah, the problem that Spy's going to face is getting 3 full stops on Icy.
Yeah, the way that the Seahawks have been able to run the ball, Packers have not had an answer for Kenneth Walker. And that is a good way to start it here, as the trap play ends up in the clutches of Kenny Clark. A 2-yard loss for Walker. Otherwise, has been spectacular today.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it.
Gino across the middle. It is picked. Darnell Savage jumps the in route. And Green Bay will take over with fabulous field position.
Down 20, chance to make it down 13 level where you're at for Spy right now, especially where you were at just a couple of minutes ago.
Now, can they take advantage? This throw is caught by Aaron Jones running across the field, and it's now 1st and goal, Green Bay.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, a lot of those
My goodness.
Goal from the 7.
Like you said, Joe,
laser.
Just moments ago, Seattle in full control. And now there feels like there's a glimmer of hope for the Packers as Aaron Jones in a scary animation will go down at the 5-yard line. We've seen him fumble a few times in these playoffs. Looks to see like he's a little bit more sure-handed here in the championship round.
Yeah, he fumbled, what, twice in his last week?
Yep, that was correct against the Saints, as Jordan Love was just disheveled by Jones. Beat a double team to make that happen, and a big play for the Seattle defense. 30 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd and goal from the 13. Jordan, middle, picked. Intercepted by Jordan Brooks. And Seattle's defense, even after they turn the ball over,
once again,
they shut it down.
The battery by Spy. Even better play by Brooks.
Here's Seattle from the 1, complete. Kenneth Walker up to the 9. And that at the very least,
spot.
correct, gives you some breathing room. And will take us to the final quarter of the NFC Championship game. Our score by quarter, you see the Seahawks dropping 24 points in the 2nd quarter and route to this 41-21 lead. They've turned Jordan Love over 5 times today, Joe.
That's damn near more than he had all season.
Right. Yep, came into the game only thrown 7 interceptions in this sim. As Walker whirling dervish, but he finds 1st down yardage as he spins to the 13. And it's been that band over and over again today. Kenneth Walker living in Green Bay Packer fans' nightmares. Sets up a play-action throw. Gino steps up, and he is fortunate to get rid of that ball.
That he was. He's fortunate it wasn't a throw back. Because those are the kind of plays that really ruin a drive.
So it'll be 2nd down from the 13. Walker's number's called again, and he follows that left side. And man, they have been paving lanes today. Walker now over 100 yards on the afternoon. And it's just a matter of getting 1st downs and keeping that clock running if you're Seattle.
That's it.
Walker, play action. Smith running for his life. And that's really been the only thing the Seattle hasn't been able to do today is protect Geno Smith. That's number 6 for the Packer defense.
Yeah, defenders just don't bite on the play action like they used to in previous Maddens. They say it and they kind of shrug it off at a point.
Oh, what a grab by Noah Fant. He's still going and into Packer defense territory to the 45. Go get him ball, and that's what Noah Fant just did.
Continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Let's take a look at the
With
replay
pressure
there.
in Geno's face too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
New set of downs at the Packer 45. Kenneth Walker trying the right side. Not much success that time. Maybe a yard. Andre Campbell first to greet him.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Now we're under 6.5 minutes left. Walker up the gut. Kenny Walker. Let me excuse you. Yeah, Kenny Walker ran into Kenny Clark. And that's not a fun time for number 9.
Kenny Clark is in that middle D-line.
3rd down. Geno steps up, loses the football. The Packers have fallen on it. That is back-to-back drives. They forced turnovers.
That it is. Unfortunately for Green Bay,
I don't know.
Seattle took 4 or 5 minutes off the clock with that drive.
Yep. We got just under 6 to go. It'll be real tough to see if the Packers can get these 3 scores, but hey, never know.
Never know, especially with the way onside kicks are this year. You get a score here and you still have possession with an onside kick. Feeling very pretty.
Going back to the end zone, Watson almost came down in a crowd with it. Incomplete.
That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. A 2nd down throw for Love.
Love middle. Watson, he hangs on this time. Taken down at the 15. Packers are using the no huddle. Trying to catch Seattle off guard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And down goes Love. He had to step up in the pocket, and Nwosu.
He had nobody. Another great play by the Seattle secondary.
And you see the step up there, and Nwosu was right there to shove the quarterback to the ground.
Yeah, about the only play he had on that was Aaron Jones went out earlier and he was able to playmaker him.
Speaking of, that's where he's going here on 3rd down, and he's got him for the touchdown. It's Aaron Jones' 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Packers offense stays on the field to go for 2.
That's an enormous touchdown throw by Jordan Love too. It's almost insane that Aaron Jones could even beat Witherspoon like that.
Packers will empty it out for the 2-point conversion. And Love, in a crowd he's picked, Jamal Adams. This will remain a 14-point game. And the Packers are going to kick it away. And with the wind at their backs, they expect this to be a touchback, but Eskridge is going to, he'll take a knee. So Seattle starts at the 25, 4:21 remaining. And that's what separates them from their Super Bowl berth. Biggest drive of the season for these 2 ball clubs here.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pieces have fallen into place.
And it'll be Kenneth Walker running to the right. Guards pulling, and Walker fights for the 1st down. Huge development there from the former Michigan State Spartan back in the area here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to
that's a huge run by Kenneth Walker.
Counter run back to the right side. Walker again following those blocks, and he'll gash him for 6 more.
Wow, he just has nothing for this Kenneth Walker run game. The offensive line's been phenomenal.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his
That and losing Rashawn Gary has been a lot bigger problem.
Yep, another first down, and this clock continues to run. And at this point, if you're the Packers, got to start using those timeouts.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this.
Under 2.5 to go now. Throw back to the left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. He's close to first down yardage. The Packers continue to let it run.
Very good heads-up play by
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Smith and Jigba making the 9-yard catch there, and be 2nd down. This is a handoff for Walker, and he does not find first down yardage. In fact, loses a yard or two.
Very good user by Spy there.
And they're going to have to do it again. On 3rd and, let's say, 2 yards. Walker in the backfield. We got 3 receivers to the left of your screen and tight end on the right. And Packers content with letting the clock run down. They're not calling a timeout yet, as we're now under 90 seconds to play in the NFC Championship game.
Play action.
Play action.
Steps away.
Smith has a wide open target. It is Noah Fant, and that will do it.
That will end the comeback hopes.
The Seattle Seahawks come into Lambeau Field and make an enormous statement, not only to the Green Bay Packers, but to the entire NFC. In Season 1, the Seattle Seahawks are going to make it to Super Bowl 54.
And they take a knee.
That they will.
And now the Packers are going to call their timeouts.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Smith going to throw it.
Smith looking for the capper, and it was dropped. Eric Stokes had a chance to redeem himself. And the touchdown he gave up earlier. No, sir. But again, that will keep this game going for just a moment longer. Walker on 3rd and 11, taken down at the 21. Timeout, Green Bay. And it will be Jason Myers and the kick team to try to make this a 3-score game once again. And this one's a fake. We saw Seattle do this a lot today, and that will do it.
I saw it coming from a mile away.
Abraham Lucas will score the touchdown to put the game on ice.
You didn't see anything, Spy.
And the extra point is good. 48-27.
Dude, why did
after a 4-minute drive.
Man, I couldn't stop the run after.
Yeah, I was fucking bailed by that. Thank God. Dude, after that first play, I was like, thank fucking God, dude.
I had a better chance he would throw 5 picks.
He's gonna fuck me up, man.
It's not over. Nixon!
Yeah, it's over. Regardless of what you say.
It's a foot race.
Yeah, the over already hit, by the way, so this touchdown was meaningless. You definitely aren't covering the spread, so I don't know. Just add to Nixon's stats, I guess.
That's just fucking stats. And box moss, everybody.
Try Quandre, pussy.
He couldn't even jump.
He tried to, and I watched him grab his knee.
No!
Oh, this is a house call.
That's the house call.
Yep. As you can see,
Oh, Clifford.
oh, wow.
Why is he so fast?
Strip him!
Why was Sean Clifford the only one to run that fast?
50 burger in the title game.
Yep.
That's rough. You say that. How are you?
Alright, if he picks up blocks, he might be gone. Alright, here we go.
Maybe Spy hasn't allowed onside kicks. That was atrocious.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to do it in the offseason, folks, as the Green Bay Packers season has reached its end here after the final timeout.
GG.
Gary, why'd you have to get hurt, man?
And the Seahawks are going dancing some more. victorious here in the NFC Championship game. Final score 50-33, and will take on the winner of the Chiefs and the Ravens in Super Bowl 54. So, final thoughts here, Joe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Lon called IC as season 1 NFC rep for the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did. So, Coach Lon having the faith in his former division mate to make it all the way through, and he does just that. And then for the Green Bay Packers, disappointing end to a promising season, 15-2.